Good afternoon. Happy Monday.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
How's everybody doing? Have a good weekend and all
Yeah,
that.
the heat has returned after 3 days of mild weather in the low 70s, high 60s. It's hot again, but it's dry. It's so dry. I mean, rain is just a thing that happens to other people. So it's only like 30% humidity, which is at
Oh,
80, even if it's 85 degrees with 30% humidity, it's just not that bad. So,
just hang on. Got to respond to this calendar invite. Yay.
all right.
First, first interview of
Yes.
this job application stuff.
I'm
Cool.
so happy. That's great
Yeah, it's
news.
good to be hearing from people, even just one.
Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, hopefully this will all be over with and you can just enjoy the clash.
Yeah, that would be awesome if I had some good prospects or even like an offer prior to the clash, then I could go to
Right.
the clash and I could spend money at the clash.
Exactly. And you wouldn't have to worry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cause
go with the intention that I had.
yeah. Cause there's no better feeling than knowing you don't have to work, but soon you'll start to work. And so there's no pressure to find a job,
Yeah,
but you don't have to do a job. Oh, it's a good feeling.
yeah. Sleep has been backwards because like I Jenna goes to bed sometime 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, I guess I should wind down. It's 4:30.
Oh God. Oh,
Is
I mean, if I don't have to work, I sleep till probably 10 or 11, which is not as bad as you, but still not like I mean, not
it's
great.
bad. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a good way to. I mean, you can't really integrate with society
Right,
on that sleep
right. I
schedule.
mean, it's like, oh, I guess mornings just don't exist, which I mean, I don't really like mornings. So, but for you, just days don't exist. So,
Kind of.
yeah,
So Nathan
yeah.
wants to know: is there any difference in the API Aqua Essential Pond to the regular one? I would guess that if there's a
Probably
pond version of
stronger.
something, I bet
Yeah.
it's more concentrated.
You just need to look at how many, like, how many milliliters per gallon or whatever unit of measurement it is and see if it's more concentrated. That's probably a difference because, like, I know that the Tetra one, the pond one, is pretty concentrated, and the
Well, I'm seeing mixed things on Google.
yeah.
Like some of them are saying it's more concentrated, some are saying it's the exact same thing, but the pond one costs more.
Oh, well, that
So
sucks.
look, yeah, just look
Yeah.
into that. Maybe look at their material. What is like the safety data material list, whatever they are legally required to publish.
I mean, for a pond, I mean, most people's ponds are pretty big. Like,
Yeah, is
yeah.
this just the chlorinator? Because I would just get safe. You get the safe powder.
Yeah,
That's what.
CCAM safe is a good value for a pond. And most people, I guess, don't do whole water changes in a pond very often. I mean, I
No,
certainly don't. I usually do one big water change in my permanent pond. I do one big water change per year. And then sometimes there's an accidental water change because, like a raccoon or something displaces a pump and it pumps all the water out. And then I have to, like, oh my God, top it off. That's happened a couple times. But I usually do a big water change in the spring when I clean it out. And even then, I don't do a huge water change, but like 20 or 30%. Just because, like, I mean, my biggest pond is, I think, 275 gallons.
that's the goldfish
So
pond.
yeah, yeah, and that's like a lot of water to just pump out in the yard. So Nathan says 16 ounces regular on Amazon is $16. The pond 32 ounces is $25, so it's cheaper.
Okay,
So I
because
mean,
when you get
I would look at on the directions, Nathan, and see how much per gallon
I can't. Yeah, I can't imagine the pond. If the pond was cheaper, I can't imagine it being
Yeah.
or like usually pond stuff. They're sold for high volume of water. So like
Yeah.
even fertilizer, like root tabs and stuff, are higher concentrated for ponds.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't buy specific pond dechlorinator. I actually don't use dechlorinator in my ponds. I don't change enough water. I do top offs every day, and my municipality does not use chloramine, and the chlorine levels are so low that I can't detect them with test strips. So, I mean, I don't like to risk my rainbows because they're precious and they get 50% water changes. My goldfish, though, I mean, every day I top off with, I don't know, I want to say like 5 or 10 gallons, and they've been fine. So I don't worry about it. For a big water change, do I even use the chlorinator in that? I don't think I do.
Well, you've got chlorine. It gases out.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. It off gases, and like I said, I can't detect it.
Thank you, Ed. MSDS, material safety data sheet, is what I was thinking of. And I agree with Jeff Rowe. Productivity that hits you during the witching hours are always the best ideas and get the most done.
It's true. If I need to do extra work for my job, I always do it at 11 o'clock at night. And then I always get a lot done. Like I'll work for an extra 2 hours or something, and I always get a lot done. Nobody's bothering me. I work really productively. But I try not to do that because then I can't sleep afterwards because, you're all wound up from working, and then you're like, well, I need a couple hours to wind down, and then you're tired the next day. So
that's so annoying, Nathan, whenever they sell the same damn product, different label.
Well, yeah, I mean, but oftentimes there's not a lot of the same market between those two people. I mean, yes, you have an aquarium and have a pond, but the overlap between those data sets is not 100%. There are plenty of people with ponds who have no aquariums.
Yeah, I guess they just call it dechlorinator, not aquarium dechlorinator, pond dechlorinator.
Yeah,
I mean, like Icex. I think there's a pond one for that. I don't know if there's a difference. I thought it was more concentrated.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could be a lie though.
It could be. It could be. I mean, I guess if I were serious, like if I had chloramine, I would for sure use dechlorinator in my ponds. I would probably use Seachem Safe, which I don't use. I could use Seachem Safe in here too, but I don't have that many tanks, and it takes me about a year to go through a bottle of dechlorinator.
Yeah,
just regular strength Seachem Prime. Or like lately, I use this one, the Easy Dechlorinator. I use it, which is the same concentration as Prime.
I get the 2 liter of Prime. It takes me about 6 months to get through that.
Yeah,
but, I've had that same can of Safe outside. Oh, Bob Mennel, thank you. Bob Mennel has gifted 10 memberships.
Well, thank you, Bob. Thank you.
Went to Josh Hayden, Cinnamon Girl, Vanessa Janine, Craig's Catfish Cave, Jeff Rowe, Fishcapades, Vibes Aquatics, Garage Gills, Jose Davila, and
I knew all kinds of people on that list.
It's a good list. Solid list. I like that.
That's great. Some regulars. It's great.
All right. Hillstream Loaches. That's already a Jody question. Can they live?
And I do keep these. I don't keep them with fancy goldfish.
And betta. I wouldn't keep goldfish and bettas together. I would not keep the 3
of those together because bettas like it warmer, goldfish like it cooler.
So I don't know if this applies to every Hillstream of like the whole they need a power head or fast moving water. They need well oxygenated water.
Yeah,
I've kept them in all manner of water turbulence, and
I mean, I guess,
but these are just reticulated.
I think all fish like well oxygenated water, and I would never have fish without good circulation. Yeah. So I have Hillstreams, and they're perfectly happy. I mean, they're pretty long-lived fish.
Which kind do you have? The reticulated?
I have the reticulated ones.
That's all I've ever had are the reticulated. There might be different requirements for some of the rarer, more obscure ones, but
those get
reticulated
expensive. So I'm
they've
guessing
been bred in the hobby for so long that they're accustomed to a lot of different conditions.
Yeah, but a goldfish and a betta are not compatible fish for sure because goldfish like it warmer.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only kept a betta once, but like they want it more like at least 78 degrees, right? This is what I've been told. Certainly they don't want it below 75. And goldfish kind of want cooler water, like 70 to like, your house temperature or lower.
The one betta that we have now, we keep at 78. But I've kept them at like 80 historically. But I mean, it's not like I'm a betta whisperer. They all die of dropsy.
I'm not a betta whisperer either. I think I kept mine at like 78. But from everything I've read, you don't want to keep them at low temperatures, but goldfish want to be low temperatures. Goldfish like to live outside. So, all right. Nathan says he currently has the Nylac G micro and macro liquid fertilizer. This is pretty much the same as co-op, just a little weaker maybe. I didn't know they had separate micro and mac. Oh, they have an all-in-one. I guess I would.
They have like 3 or 4 all-in-ones. They have now they've separated all the micros. They have the elemental lines. They've got iron, they got micros, but they have an N and a P and a K. They just overcomplicated the
they have. I would recommend they do make an all-in-one, and that's the one I would recommend. They also have an all-in-one shrimp safe, but their other one isn't shrimp safe, so I don't know what the difference.
They're all shrimp safe.
Yeah, so
I've used them all, and
I've used them, and they're fine. I have no performance difference between green and Nylac G, but if you're using the separate macro and micro, you have to dose both.
Yeah, so the all-in-ones, the nuances of those is like there's the different chelation of iron. I think there's they claim there's DTPA and EDTA in there. I think there's a ammoniacal source of nitrogen in one of the thrives, but it's ammonium. And I've used it. It's not harmful.
On your pH if it's
so there's little differences in ratios, but in the end you're putting fertilizer in your tank, and
there's no need to make fertilizer complicated. It's kind of like CCAM. CCAM's line is awful. The dosing is very complicated. Really, if you're willing to do complicated, you might as well just dose dry. I mean, if you want to have 12 separate bottles, you might as well just buy dry ferts. It's very easy to do. You just use a calculator.
Or a Tala butterfly or bar report. I think it's the same calculator.
Yeah, and you can buy little measuring spoons to measure it with. You just measure the powder right into the water. You don't need to make a stock solution. It's very easy to do. But, I wouldn't pay money for 12 different bottles.
Yeah, that's a lot of water you're buying.
Green is that it's easy. That I just put in 1 pump per gallon. I don't have to think about it. If I'm going to have to start thinking about dosing 3 different things or 4 different things, might as well dose dry. So.
Okay. And DD already answered this, but that's
they do. I've been doing it for years.
I got them in my 90 and CO2.
Yep, they're pretty happy and hardy little guys. They live a long time too. I mean, I had ones that were at least 5 years old. So, they're
and CO2, like CO2 doesn't displace oxygen, so you can have well oxygenated water and CO2 rich water at the same time.
Yep, I make sure you have some circulation at the surface, whether that's an air stone or in my case, I use I have my spray bar is up high and ripples across, or you can use a hang on the back that trickles in. Whatever you want to do for that is fine.
Did you say 1 pump per gallon?
I did say that, Zenny, but I meant 1 pump per 10. I mean, if you use 1 pump per gallon, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Uncle Smiley got his dirt shirt today, and so did I. Oh, no, yeah, there we go. I don't understand how cameras work. There we go. Yeah.
Nice.
Of course, I ordered mine early August, and it just came today, so
Okay.
a little bit of time.
You can wear it to the Clash.
Yeah. Also got my Scotty shirt, and Jenna's was delivered somewhere on Friday, and we're trying to figure out whose mailbox in the neighborhood it wound up in.
Oh no!
She put out a notice on our Facebook group for the neighborhood, and someone said they might have got it, but they put it in their mailbox to be re-delivered, and
dear.
And we didn't get it today. I don't know what they're doing. Are they sending it? I hope they're not sending it back. That's be very annoying.
It's never gonna get to you then. Jeez.
No.
So Nathan says, next time I buy fertilizer, I think I'm going to try the dry again. However, once I redo everything, I won't have as many planted tanks. Most will just have moss, guppy grass, or hornwort. You still need to fertilize those tanks, but very, very little. Yeah, I mean, try dry. It's easy to do, and it does save you a little bit of money. If you don't really have to dose that much, like, personally, I would just buy Easy Green. It's just easier, and it's not that much money. I mean, I don't feel like I'm breaking the bank dosing Easy Green. If I had a ton of like highlight CO2 tanks, maybe I would dose dry. I don't know. I'm pretty lazy these days, but it is one thing you can save money on. So I don't even know
to the point where I have to dose dry and it's costing me too much money. I'm just going to stop running that many CO2 tanks.
Yeah. I mean, there are so many other things I could cut costs on in this hobby. You know, you just sell a few of your clippings and it would pay for your Easy Green. I mean,
but then you got to sell.
Oh God, I know.
I did Skipper's auction on Saturday because the timing was perfect. I'm doing the big trim before the Clash.
Okay.
And so did pretty well. I'm happy.
That's good.
But yeah, doing that on the regular, it's a lot. Can hillstream loaches and nearite snails eat green spot algae in an aquarium, and they compatible with them and take care of diatom algae? I'm like,
is your pond outdoors? I wouldn't keep either of those outdoors.
No, not year
round.
Not
long term, because hillstream loaches don't want to be cold. And I don't know where you live, but winter is coming for most.
I wouldn't say that hill streams are that great at green spot algae. I think
they're more of a soft algae eater. Anything for algae, honestly. Like
they will eat biofilm, and if you starve them, I'm sure they would start munching on algae. But they are just an omnivorous
that much. And like I've gone away for 2 weeks, and I still don't think they're eating algae. I think you should get hill streams because you like hill streams. I don't think you should get them because you want them to eat algae. And as for a pond, I wouldn't bother with any algae eaters in a pond because I don't care about spot algae in a pond at all. I mean, it's under the water. It doesn't matter. I mean, string algae and hair algae in a pond, okay, that's different. Or green water maybe.
I'm just thinking, like, how many snails would it take to keep a pond clean?
Oh my God, so many. Just let's put it this way. My snail population is not that high anymore. And tonight is water change night. And like I have a buildup of spot algae again because I haven't scraped in a week. But it takes about one snail per 2 gallons to keep a tank clean, I think. So
that's a lot of snails if you're buying nearites or the clethons because they're a few dollars a piece, and you've got
Well, and I used to get them for a good price from Aquatic Arts, but I don't want to buy from them again. So
they sent me some not horned nearites with my horn.
And they also can't count, so
that's a problem too.
You know, if you buy snails, you shouldn't get 15 snails. So. Yeah.
Fish Lovey, that looks like a new name. So welcome in.
Hello and welcome. Welcome. Oh, Christine doesn't feel well. Oh.
Yeah, she hasn't been feeling well.
Oh.
I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, it's I I had to reschedule a haircut because my gal, she was violently ill, and I'm like, we will reschedule. So,
well,
I don't need my hair done that bad.
see, that's quantifying it that way makes me feel bad about using liquid, but it's so convenient.
It's so I don't think it saves me that much. I don't have that.
No, he's got more tanks. I don't know how many tanks he's got, but it's more than you. I don't know if it's more than me. But
I mean, I waste money on so many things in my life, and I keep track of none of it. I mean, because
if I see that number, I'm like, oh man, I should really be using dry. But so we're gonna make that number go away right now and not think about it ever again.
Yeah. I mean, I could save money by, I don't know, doing a lot of things that I just don't do. So, I mean, I don't think I probably save more than, maybe I save like $30 a year, not dosing dry. I don't know. I don't save that much.
Maybe Tropical Fish Co. will have all the snail types we need.
Yes, maybe. That would be great. Let's hope. I'm excited for Tropical Fish Co. I mean, I think it's going to have some cool stuff. Be good to have another alternative of a retailer I trust, because there aren't many.
And seeing retailers sort of elevate above the industry standard starts to like raise the bar, set that standard. So more companies follow suit.
Yeah, because right now I buy from breeders like Foxanne, and I buy from Dan's Fish, and that's it. So it's nice to have another option.
Fuzzy is still looking for rides to and from the Clash.
Oh, Fuzzy.
They can meet you anywhere. Public transit reaches the airport, CC, Philadelphia, King of Prussia, Thorndale, etc.
We got to get Fuzzy to the Clash. Come on, people. I mean, I'm not getting there until sometime on Thursday. So.
Now that is an extreme inflated number, David. I don't believe you.
Wow.
I save $103.20 an hour making stock solutions versus buying Easy Green.
I make more than that at my job. So I just don't care.
Yeah. You can start selling it.
I could.
Is Fuzzy on Fishcord? Yes, they are.
Yes, Fuzzy is on Fishcord. So reach out. Help a fuzz out. Because we all want to go to the wedding.
Would you say if you're going to dose, you should have an understanding of your water and what you need to dose?
I think you should have an understanding of your water if you plan to keep fish.
Yeah.
Or plants.
But so there's a few things you want to keep note of. And it starts to matter more with CO2 injected tanks that are high energy that need more fertilizer, because then you want to make sure your iron availability is on point, and you want to make sure you're not like just overdoing it with the nitrates, like if you got a high fish load.
Right. But I would say that the beauty of EI dosing is that you don't need to say like, okay, I need X picomoles of nitrates every day for my tank.
Right.
You're dosing it in slight excess, but then you're doing a big reset water change every week.
Yeah.
So it takes the guesswork out of it. And really, if you can bake a cake, you can dose dry. It's really quite easy. And I mean, you just plug your numbers of, how many gallons you have, and like, are you using CO2 into the calculator? And then you buy a little set of measuring spoons.
And here's the thing: if you do EI dosing calculator, if you dose, or if you're calculating your dose for EI, and you don't have a CO2 injected tank, you can cut that dose by like 1/10 of what they're recommending, and you'll still be fine.
Say that's true. I would say that's true. It's kind of like, I dose every single day with Easy Green, but for if a no CO2 tank, I would probably just dose once a week, maybe, and maybe
Yep.
even a full dose, maybe a half dose,
I
depending on
do a dose like twice a week, sometimes once.
It depends on your. It just depends, but there's a wide range of fertilizers that really work. So, all right, Ted's got a question for us. Do you find Madagascar lace requires a rest period? Whether it requires it or not, I've always found mine to die back in the summer because it doesn't like the heat. And I kind of let everything get kind of hot in the summer because I don't keep my house very cold. So I haven't grown that plant in a really long time. I grew it in Iowa, but I did the same thing. My house got pretty hot in the summer and it would die back because it wants to be a little on the cooler side, at least the varieties I've kept. And I found that to be true for other Aponogetans as well, that they would die back. And then they would come back when it got cooler. So I don't know if it requires it or not, but it seems to be what it does. And I bet it does that in the wild too. So.
Yeah. It's volatile. It responds harshly to changes in the environment.
Yeah, it doesn't like to be moved around. It just doesn't like it very hot. Most of our plants would prefer to be 70 degrees, honestly. You know, that's why it's hard when you have discus because you have to keep the water so hot. A lot of plants just don't like that. There's no plant that would prefer that.
In case Fuzzy is just lurking, Bob Mennel wanted to know, when do you arrive in Philadelphia?
Okay. Excellent. Thank you, Bob.
Scuba, what's a good plant to grow for low light that you could enter as a show winning plant? I cannot advise on this because I'm the judge for the plants. So
I am not the judge,
but you can say whatever you want.
I'm not the judge for the plants. You know, I think that a really beautiful crypt or a really beautiful sword stands a good chance. One that has good color and doesn't have a bunch of pinholing or algae. I think those are good choices. But I think that you should enter your best plants no matter what. Because why not? You should do it. Go ahead and enter. I mean, you got best in show for fish. Maybe you'll get lucky. So have the judges been announced? I don't think I'm judging anything.
I just know from Jenna. You're not judging aquascaping?
I don't know, maybe. I have no idea.
Because I'm not. That was hell. That was my definition.
Yeah, I did that last year and Jake did it. We'd do it again. I did aquascaping judging and rainbows. That was a lot to do both. I would do it though if they want me to. And I'll do whatever they want me to do within reason. Like I'm not gonna judge plecos.
I think they're spreading the workload around a little better because it was a lot. If I had to go judge a fish class after the aquascaping, I would not have been a very good judge.
I mean, at least like rainbows are not the world's biggest fish class. Like Rebecca did. She judged the lurkers and all the catfish. That was a lot. That was a huge category. I mean, she's an expert in it. It does make sense, but
Boost Plant has Madagascar lace bulbs, and Zen's like, I'm surprised I didn't get 72 emails about it already. Then you will now. You're gonna get a text that's like, "Hey, we heard that you were thinking about Boost Plant."
All their texts must go to my. I don't get their texts, but all their emails must be going to my spam folder or something because I haven't seen an email from them in forever. But I'm kind of done ordering from them. I don't think they do a good job packaging for the weather.
It varies. I'll order whenever I know it's going to arrive, despite the packing job. It's going to arrive.
Yeah, it's. I kind of only want to get plants now from either hobbyists. My aquarium store that I go to, the Reef, is a good place because they get tropical plants. So I get those.
You should order only from Lee May from now on and just
that's true.
Do everything in hard mode.
I do like to order from Lee May. She does a great job.
Get you some bright white Anubias.
that only she can grow, or like
Tom Barr can grow it too. He showed a picture on Facebook of a tank that's carpeted with it that he's been growing for 10 years.
10 years. Ain't got time for that. Ain't got time for that. Or like what was the other one? Is it platinum glossostigma? And you get like
there's a lot of snow white, platinum, chlorophyll deficient.
Oh, it's just so funny because regular glossostigma is a scourge. It is such a weed. It grows so fast.
You take away its ability to use light.
Turns out it does real crappy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I probably won't be ordering those from her, but I have ordered many things from her and she does a wonderful job. So, but she's a hobbyist. So plants from hobbyists are good. Plants from my local store are good. I'll probably buy something at the Clash, because I can get them in person. Or Aquarium Co-op. I will buy plants from them because they do a good job shipping. And if it comes to you dead, they make it right. Yeah. So I wish they had more selection. I get why they don't. I get why that's not their business model to offer a bunch of rare things. But yeah, I don't really want to order from Boost Plants anymore. I just I'm kind of done with them. So
yeah, those kind of places I reserve for like the things like the Madagascar lace where you literally can't find it anywhere else and you find out they've got it. Well, I'll take a chance.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a plant you really, really want, but I'm not much of a plant collector, so I'm okay.
And I have a problem for sure.
I'm a plant collector for pond plants where I have a problem because I kind of want every water lily. Well, at least within reason. I don't want the water lilies that won't fit in a tub, but I do want every water lily. So
Jeff Kane has gifted 20 memberships.
Jeff, you madman. Thank you, Jeff.
So we got Mr. Sardine, In My Tanks, Beams of Light, Matt, I Keeps Fish, Scuba Stevo, David's Aquatics, Monster Fish Gal, MNC, Rocky and Miles, Benjamin Peters, Just One More Fish LLC, Anna Banana. Where'd it go? It jumped. Andrew R, Lumi, KJE, 3G, Little Mistakes, like that.
I love that. That's
Fish Streams and Renee DeQueer.
I mean, I recognized a good
Thanks,
half
Jeff.
of those, so that was pretty good. Jenna says, Ted, Scotty said you wanted to judge 50 entries. But I swear that's what Rebecca had to do for the catfish category. It was a lot.
Yeah,
it was a lot. I mean,
she was fried after that.
She was, doing the aquascaping and then doing the rainbows was a lot. And then I also helped judge the best in show after that, and that was a lot. So doing just aquascaping would be good. Jake, he takes more time doing the aquascaping than I do because Jake writes comments for everyone and he puts little happy faces after him because he's so nice. Whereas I probably just write the word no and just like I used to grade for college, just write the word no over and over.
See me. Just write see me.
No, because I didn't want to talk to you and I just wrote no. Dee Dee says, I needed tissue culture, so I ordered for the first time from Boost Plant. I won a bid on auction for David's CO2 group, and she got them. Very happy. That's good to hear, Dee Dee, because it's been a couple of years since I ordered tissue cultures from them, and I'm hoping they stepped up their game, so that's good. Last tissue cultures, I got a bunch from Musama's store. I bought them at the Clash. That was nice. And then I buy tissue cultures from the Reef, which is my store in Indianapolis, because I can call them and pick them out over the phone, and then Jake picks them up for me on Friday, and he can bring them to me. So it works out really nice because his work is like, I don't know, 10 minutes away from the Reef.
So a couple of those gifted membership folks have stopped in. Beams of Light
welcome
came in and say thank you, and Little Mistakes is here.
We love your name. That's great.
Yes, we do. Fish Lovey,
right.
are you a bot? Are you a adjective bot? That
we have a bot.
I just every message has been emojis, very good, very nice, very beautiful. Applause emoji. Great.
I mean, they're at least nice emojis. Yeah. Like none of them are. I mean, you don't look like you're advertising your services as an OnlyFans girl. So, you know.
Wonderful.
Whatever. I saw a question up here. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, love to trip on fish, aka RJ. That's a name I don't know before. So Cheryl told the bosses that we are not coming to work on Friday. Hopefully,
it's Cheryl's boy toy.
Oh yeah, love it, love it. Well, looking forward to see you at the Clash. I hope. Isn't Cheryl coming to the Clash? I think.
Everyone is. I just assume.
Just come to the Clash, people.
Just do it.
Just do it. You're not going to regret it. I think this is my third Clash, and this is your fourth, fifth?
This will be our fourth.
Fourth. Ted, how many Clashes have you been to?
All of them, right?
Probably all of them. How many have there been? I don't even know.
So there was one, we missed the 2020, wait, 23, 4. So we missed the 2021 one. That was the first time I'd heard about it. Yeah. And then there were possibly some before that. I know it's grown. It used to be more of like a tiny room type of thing. And
now it's a to-do. It's a to-do.
Indeed. And Dr. Ted says, I am a Scotty Dumply eating hobbit bastard bot.
The best kind of bot.
So he skipped them during COVID and went to the small ones.
I get that. Yeah, I get that. I missed a lot of stuff during COVID too. But I missed out on getting COVID during the worst of COVID. So that's probably good.
My baby tears broke the surface a while back, and I noticed a purple flower. I don't know what those flowers look like.
My money. So there are a lot of things that are called baby tears. So Monte Carlo, I've never seen that flower, but I know the flowers are super, super teeny, 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 tiny. That one gets called dwarf baby tears. So by baby tears, is it?
So there's baby tears,
moides, right?
There's like the pearlweed. There's the baby tears. That's another longer stem. Then there's dwarf baby tears, which is like Monte Carlo, but on hard mode.
So and then there's HC Hemianthus calitricoides, which is even tinier than Monte Carlo.
Yeah, that's the stuff. That's dwarf baby tears is what they call that. HC Cuba.
I thought that they were calling Monte Carlo dwarf baby tears.
No.
Okay.
It looks the same, but yeah, the dwarf baby tears is like Monte Carlo, but more difficult, higher light, more CO2.
Yeah, I've grown that. So when I first started growing plants, that was the it girl of foregrounds. It was, if you could grow a lawn of that, like you were hot shit. So, and like you could sell like little 50-cent piece patches of it for like $10 or something. And I just remember, I swear there were guys who lived down in Hawaii who would just like farm it in their ditch outside. And they would just fund their whole hobby off of just growing quarter-sized patches of that.
Okay, but so yeah, Jenna's right. This is actually a bacopa.
Bacopa, yeah, and I've had that flower out in my pond.
It's really awesome for like a submersed to immersed plant because it'll just keep going straight up out of the water and it will flower prolifically like this all the time.
It is native, as the name would suggest. It's native to the Carolinas, so it's a pretty little native plant. Nice to grow in a pond. Nice to grow in your tank. I don't grow it anymore though because it's a little too much to keep up with. Yeah, it's just too much to keep up with. But it's a stem I like the look of. I don't mind it. I would use it to break in a tank. So
let's see. Did we miss any questions?
Jody says her favorite carpeting plant is Helianthus bovianum. Yeah, that's one of those little dwarf swords, right?
Is that just a
used to be Helianthus bovianum, right?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Changing the name on that. Yeah, that's a nice, easy plant. It's a little too invasive for my tastes. I really like.
I don't know if I've had that one. That's cool.
I don't know if I've had it either. Not really into little invasive swords. I really like dwarf hairgrass. That's a nice one.
I'm not a fan of that one, actually.
Eleucharis pusilla. I really like it. And I really like the one I've got here whose name is just flown out of my head.
What?
Little clovers.
Oh, Marsilea?
Marsilea. Yeah, Marsilea. There's also Hirsuta, Crenata. They kind of all look alike. I may have them all mixed up and not be able to tell them apart. But I do like that. You can grow without CO2, but it's so slow without CO2. So slow. So slow. But
sure, Ted. I would love another iris that won't flower for me.
I'm going to pass on that, Ted, because I really just want pond plants that bloom for long periods of time because my yard is so tiny that I just, if it doesn't bloom for at least 6 weeks, it's not for me.
Caught my eye. A hybrid aquatic iris.
Those are pretty though, Ted.
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
Because Iris pseudochorus is a terrible plant. It's very invasive. It's destroying America's wetlands. But the hybrids of it that are sterile, why not? Yeah, they're very pretty. The pseudochorus is it's native to Eurasia, and it's yellow. And like if you go to like Green Lake in Seattle, I remember just all around the lake, you see these yellow irises blooming. And that's true lots of places. Pretty much anywhere in the United States, it's that has wetland.
Nick is waiting for CO3 to drop before he goes all in. That seems like a very
CO3.
unstable
Sure.
molecule there.
So you want I guess that would be carbonic acid, right?
Well, it doesn't have the hydrogen component. It's not. It's going to be like if you've got some ozone and some dry ice or something. It's
stable because the carbon only has a valence shell of 4. So
yeah, I don't think it's a
hypothetical.
It would work.
So you're gonna have to wait for a while. Maybe until like some of the laws of physics change.
You could lobby for them to change.
You could lobby for change. That's right. If you don't ask for change, you'll never get it.
CO 2.4. Yeah, how to make CO3. Let me get put on a watch list. Carbon trioxide is an unstable oxide of carbon with 3 possible isomers. Okay. Carbon trioxide can be made by blowing ozone at dry ice. Look at that. Why would you do that? But there you go.
Well, I guess you only want to do that if you work in a chemistry lab.
Just for funsies.
Ozone is not terribly good for you. Dry ice.
I heard it's used in some aquatic systems. Like it can replace beneficial bacteria in wastewater. It could.
Well, it creates reactive oxygen species.
Maybe in salt tanks, I think it's more used.
Yeah, it creates reactive oxygen species, which kind of has a sterilizing effect on things. but it can create like oxidative damage on cells, and it's not really good. But as for CO3, yeah. I saw a question somewhere, maybe. Dee Dee says she's bringing a bunch of Bacopa to the clash for the fishfam.link table. Well, there you go. If you want to try Bacopa, buy some of Dee Dee's.
Yep. Yeah, I should probably get with y'all and see what you're bringing, because I'm going to pre-print labels, and I'm going to bring my heat sealer, and I'm going to bring a bunch of bags. We can portion things out and label them and have a uniform labeling system.
I can try to get you a list. I think next weekend I'm going to start pulling plants and storing them in the fridge, because I don't know that I'll have time to do it during the week.
No, I thought I would last time, and I ended up not bringing nearly as many plants as I intended just because I ran out of time.
Yeah, I have too much to do for my job, because I'm
way to rub it in.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could do my job if you wanted.
Nah, that's okay.
But no, I'm leaving right from the clash and going to California for work. So
okay.
Yeah, and I have a bunch of stuff to do ahead of time, because I won't be doing any work in California. So I have like a big quarterly meeting that I have to present at, and just work stuff. Lame. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do it over the weekend, pull a bunch of stuff. But this big mass of crypts right here, I want it gone. I never intended to have this mass of crypts. I thought I pulled them all, but that's not how crypts work.
Yeah, they can be under the substrate, and if you don't know they're
right.
there.
And at first I'm like, well, it looks pretty good, but now it's too much. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at it. It's too many crypts. I really want that whole side open. And then I have this might be exciting to some people. I think I have at least 4 of these Haydai pearls swords, which are, in my opinion, the best sword you can grow.
I like them
because they really do stay quite reasonably sized. I mean, this one, so this is a 90-gallon, and it's really only that big, and it has some little offshoots on it.
Yeah, it works as a foreground. I have it as like a mid-ground and a 40.
Yeah, it's kind of my mid-ground, yeah. So it's pretty reasonable.
So Ted says the Boston Aquarium filters are water with giant ozone reactors, no biofiltration. Pretty amazing as they display the factory. That'd be interesting to look at.
Yeah, I don't know anything about those, Ted. I'd like to know more.
So Corey Bruce says the pothos has grown up the wall and is being trained to go across the ceiling. Love it. Should I extra dose first?
That way too. I've got one here that's growing out of control. It's actually a philodendron I have growing out of this tank, and it's growing across the room. If you give it a little extra ferts, it will grow more.
Yeah, ferts will probably be your bottleneck.
A little more ferts, a little more light, and it will grow even more. Pothos.
I mean, check your nitrate levels if make sure you're not bombing nitrates in there. But yeah, once I started growing stuff out of the mosh pit, I noticed that I do have to fertilize the mosh pit with some just to get some of the micros in there.
And I fertilized this tank. So I have plants growing out of both tanks, but I fertilized this one even more because it has the hydroponic wall, and it just really chews through ferts. So I give it 50% more ferts than this one, but this one does have plants growing out of it. It's just not as many.
How do I make Iguazu Sword 2004 grow? I've had it a year, and it's like the same was I sold a plastic plant. You might as well have been. It's one of those very slow growers, even in CO2 injection.
I've never grown that one, so I cannot say. But
really thick, robust leaves, and it needs light. CO2 would help if you don't have it in CO2 injection, and you're just keeping the leaves alive. Then you're doing better than most.
And I would say that all plants, well, maybe not all, but let's say 98% of plants are happier in lower KH water. So if you can give it that, it would like it, but maybe it's not practical for you to do so. Otherwise, a little bit more light, a little bit more CO2.
Yeah, and what's your substrate situation? Because keeping decent ferts at the roots does
That's
help.
true. That's true.
Acidify
You
the
could give it a root,
rhizosphere.
you could give it a root tab, but usually if you're not using CO2, that's the biggest lever you can pull.
It'll be in stasis mode. You'll celebrate a new leaf every now and then. It'll feel like surprise fry in your tank.
There's Brian. So they just left for Pennsylvania, right? Are you guys in Pennsylvania?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think they are because they went out ahead of the wedding, which makes sense. Weddings are a lot of work. Got to set up. So.
Yeah, what Zen said.
31 likes. Yeah, do better.
Make the algorithm happy or whatever it needs.
Speaking of things you can give likes and clicks, Dee Dee made me a song and it's really funny. So maybe one of the mods can drop the link for that and just leave the stream and watch it. It's worth it. You can come back.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's so funny. Jake thought that was so funny. So thank you, Dee Dee, and thank you, Foxanne. You both know me so well.
Leaving Saturday morning. Okay.
Okay. I'm so excited for your wedding, Foxanne. I got my hair done because my roots looked really bad. So no gray hairs showing. And I got a fancy dress. I probably will wear a lipstick. I mean, I'm psyched. All right, your tap
I will
water.
not be wearing lipstick.
I mean, but you could. I would lend you one.
Appreciate it.
You got a haircut for it? You know. Plus, you've got a camera on. I'm assuming your job interview will be camera on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to look good for your interview. That's nice. All right. Brock912 Brock. That's a name I don't know. Hello. Welcome.
I've seen them around, but welcome.
Welcome. My tap is 144 TDS. Okay. 7.8 pH, 8 GH, 8 KH. Do you consider this good water or should I be lowering the KH? I would say that is okay water.
I wouldn't start making an effort.
Yeah. I would probably work with it for now. That is kind of on the border. Like if you had 9 or 10, I'd be like for KH, I'd be like,
But also, I mean, let's tie it to what you want. What do you want to do with plants? Like, are you looking to grow a super diverse garden of different plants? Are you looking to CO2 injection? Yeah. Are you just trying to get some plants to do okay as a background to your fish? Because
I think you can do fine, and I think you should see what you can do. However, if you are the sort of person who just wants to do RO anyways, like if you already have RO, go for it. Whatever. Yeah. I mean, because let's say you have a saltwater tank, so you already have RO water. Like, so I spoke at the Aquarium Club in Toledo. Was it weekend before last? And there was a guy who was a saltwater guy, and like he was just going straight to RO. I'm like, all right. Even though they have KH of 3 out of the tap, which I would just take that gift and run. But he's used to RO.
Yeah,
his
if you're used to it,
has been RO, and it's just inconceivable for him to not have that kind of control over his water.
I'll put it this way: like all of my tanks are planted aquatic gardens. Most of them are not CO2 injected. I have a KH of 7. If I had a KH of 8, I would do nothing different.
I don't think I would either. You can do a lot with KH8. I mean, I had KH 22 in Iowa, and I'm here to tell you that sucks.
Yeah.
So kind of like over 10 is where I would start thinking, maybe. Yeah. If you're over 12, I'd be like, If you have like Jody P water, Jody, don't you have like 18?
15. She's making it work though.
It's true.
She's cutting her CO2 injected tank with RO.
Yeah, and I didn't do RO water with KH22 either, but I injected CO2. And I found with KH of 22, you just have to. But it would probably have been good if I'd done RO as well. But I just didn't, I don't have the means to do that.
Still behind, but don't forget Dr. Tubb, and more importantly, that nice lady Sue Harkey are doing a boot camp this Thursday at 8 p.m. Email Jenna if you want to attend.
Sue Harkey is a nice lady. It's true. And, you know, she puts up a lot with Ted. So, no. All right, history question. When and how did we meet? And how did we decide to do a show together? Well, I think we actually met. We were both commenters in Bentley Pasco's stream, right?
Yeah, Bentley and Dan's streams.
Dan, yeah. And you asked me.
Because we had started talking about plants and what we were doing in our own tanks, and you convinced me to get more lights for my 90.
I would tell you what to buy because I love making friends spend money. It's what I do best. Lately, like my goal for Jody P, actually for Jody P's husband, is Jody P next year is going to get a big in-ground pond because I'm going to work on her husband. Be like, come on, dig your girl a pond.
You'll have several days to do it.
I know. We're going to work on him. So anyways, yeah, I was making Stephen spend money. And he asked me if I wanted to do a stream because he wanted to do a stream on plants. And
that was early 2022.
Yeah. So have we really been doing this 3 years? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
3 years. Yeah. And for a while we did this with our dear friend Myrtle, who passed away.
Yep.
So he was the third leg of this stream. So yeah,
there was far less dead air with Myrtle too, because he would get real hyped up about the plants.
He would get hyped up. It's true, because Myrtle, for those of you who don't know him, was the maddest of mad plant collectors.
Yeah,
there's no plant collector madder than Myrtle. He was crazy. So
yeah, still have a lot of his plants that I'm keeping going. I still have that super rare Aponigeton Robinsoni that is growing new leaves and getting bigger every year. Not reproducing, but I'll figure that out eventually.
Yeah, well,
he was pretty sure he was the only he didn't know anyone else in North America who had that plant.
Wow, yeah, you got to keep that going.
Yeah.
So,
are GH/KH tests created equal, or is there a better one to get? Depends on what you want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is to maybe not use an old one. Like they do expire at a certain point. The liquid,
the strips are not going to tell you, not going to give you a super finite answer, but it's going to tell you if it's hard, medium, or soft.
They're good for quick answers. And you know, the other thing is I think that the limitation of those tests is some people's visual acuity is not very good at perceiving differences.
That would be me. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if your vision is poor, if you're colorblind, I think that's a limit to them. But I mean, I know people are like, oh, API ones suck. Just get Saliford tests, or I don't really think there's any real basis for that. Like, I don't know that API's QC is necessarily worse or better than anyone else's, but I would just say that maybe less than a year old is probably good. That said, my test kit is like 5 years old.
I mean, I like the liquid because you can do the 1 drop per degree, or instead of using a sample of 5 milliliters, if I need something more finite, I will get 20 milliliters, and then 4 drops equals 1 degree of KH.
Right.
So I can. That's whenever I was like adding back a little bit of KH to make sure that it was around 2. But now I'm doing 0 or 7. It's all or nothing.
And it all just works.
It's fine. It's just buffer.
Yeah. I mean, if I were to move to a new house in a new municipality, I would probably buy a new test kit just so I could test that water and know for sure. But I kind of know my water is pretty consistent seasonally in Fort Wayne, so I haven't tested in a while.
So red root floaters.
Red root floaters.
So Nathan said, I heard they get more red if they lack nutrients, then heard it's light that makes them red. The light makes the leaf red, and the lack of nitrates makes the roots red.
If you want your red root floaters to be red, you'll grow them outside.
Yep.
Because that's the only time I've ever gotten the pads to be like bright red.
They'll get purple. Like I've gotten them really, really bright red and to that deep purple level.
Purpley red, yeah.
And then I change the water turbulence slightly and they all die.
Because even in a shady pond, there is no light fixture that we have that can compare to the light of the sun. It's just so much more intense. So yeah. And I don't know what the color of the roots were in my pond because I didn't really lift them up and look at them. So, but the pads were very red. I don't usually grow that red root floater. Well, one, because I really concentrate on water lilies. And two, most of my ponds have some agitation in them. They do not like that.
No, they don't. They're probably the least resilient, least resistant to water turbulence. Although mosaic plant, that's not a real true floater because it likes to be rooted. But God, you get a drop of water in those leaves, and you got to wait for them to regrow.
Really? Well, that's another reason for me not to grow it. I've never grown it. I've always wanted to, but I just don't have the room because I just really want to focus on water lilies.
They will take up water lily space if you get them happy, for sure.
And I don't want that because I want all the water lilies, every single one of them. I want them all.
Dade asking, ever went to Everyday Fish Keeping Channel live streams Fridays and Sundays? Yeah, I've heard of him and I've stopped by before, but like Fridays I am usually busy and then getting ready for the stream, and for the most part weekends is family time, so I'll stop in streams and lurk and stuff. But
and that's how Jake and I only see each other on weekends, so I try to really prioritize time with him. I do go in McStreamy on Friday nights because Jake and I are both kind of on the couch just chilling out doing our own things usually, so I do go in that, but I try to prioritize my relationship on weekends.
I really wish there was a North American Rainbow Fish Association. Sucks there's only ANGFA.
There's a lot that sucks about rainbow fish globally. There's no, the cichlid keepers have such great organization, and we don't have that here. And, there's a lot of reasons for that maybe we don't need to go into, but it does suck. I would agree with that.
Dr. Ted's got a point. You found your purpose. Form one. You ever complain about lack of club? Dr. Ted says, make it.
Ted has a point. Mm-hmm. You know what? I don't want to do that, though, because I kind of don't want to hang out with rainbow snobs. I've had my fill adminning their group for, 3 years? I need a break. Yeah.
I want to form, like, Rainbow Fish Hybrid Advocate Group, where you just show up and show off all of your rainbow fish hybrids. And talk about what your next monstrosity you're trying to create.
That's a real dick move. Wow.
Yeah.
My new club efforts, I want to focus on the new club in Fort Wayne because we have a brand new club here that started in January, and there's some really nice people in it, and some people who are really excited about new things in the hobby, and probably should focus on them. And I focus on you guys. I really prioritize this stream because you guys mean a lot to me.
Yeah, this is my club too. Like, Fishfam is my club.
Yep, I agree. I've met a lot of friends
president.
Here. I've learned a lot here, and I feel like people really support me, and I appreciate that.
This is
All
like
right.
a philosophical question from Vibes. When doing a biotope, if
Which
I do a
I am not a
peroxide dip,
biotope person. Okay, you do a
yeah,
peroxide dip on the
does
plants.
that make it no
Does it
longer
make
a
it no
biotope?
longer a biotope? No, I don't think that would change anything. Still
Depends
a
on how much of a stickler you are for the definition of a biotope. Like,
I mean, I
do
guess
those
you would be
plants come
killing
from that
off
place?
microbes.
Yeah, but it's not a
from that.
biotope if they're the microbes that came from like a Florida fish farm, and you're trying to do like a
Yeah, I don't
Southeast
think
Asian
it.
biotope.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. I think. Yeah, I don't do peroxide dips on anything really. I guess maybe if I had some scuzzy hardscape that I
I do
wanted
it
to
on my
clean.
CO2 diffusers.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that. I don't use any CO2 diffusers, but I agree. Yeah, I do it on that because they get gross. But yeah, so I don't think it matters. But I have never had a desire to do a biotope. You know, it's kind of just like for in the gardening world, there are people who are very, very strict about only using native plants. And I like native plants. Native plants are awesome.
They
But I
grow
grow
great
other
against
things
tropical
too.
plants.
Yeah, I grow other things too. I think as long as you're in your garden, as long as you're growing things that aren't invasive and harmful, then it's okay to grow a mix. How about my rare dwarf pickerel? I'm on board with that. Yes,
There you
Ted,
go.
please. That would be awesome. Thank you. I love pickerel rush. I've grown the big one. What is that? The royal pickerel. I've grown the regular one. I love it. I would love to grow a dwarf one. That would be fantastic. I didn't know there was a dwarf one. So thank you. Yes.
Dee got some purple bacopa from David.
All right. You had the purple bacopa for a while. Do you still have that?
I have a different type.
The
The Salzmani. It stays purple. It's doing better under my Chihiro's light than
Yes,
it
it
is in
does
the
look
living room.
much better under Chihiro's lights because they pull redder. Yeah. Maybe I'll grow some of that. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw a couple stems in until I get sick of it. Who can say? Who can say?
High power, low nitrates will make them very. Oh yeah, the red root floaters. I'm a little bit behind.
It's okay.
Let's see.
Scotty says still behind, but don't forget Dr. Tub and
you're way behind.
I'm so behind.
I'm a little bit ahead of that.
I know. Well, I already read that one earlier. But Jody says, "Yay, Kelley, pester the shit out of him." Oh, we're gonna do it, and you know what? We'll have Jake do it too. Because, like, I know that, like, here's the thing. I know that you don't have to dig it by hand because even if you guys don't own a backhoe, you know to rent a backhoe, and you can between the two of you, you can drive a backhoe. So there's no reason not to have a pond.
Yeah, Alex said, "Have fun with Gary Lang."
I am retired from that, Alex. I have retired.
All right.
Other people's burden, not mine. Rosie, hello.
On a well since March. My condolences. pH 8.4. GH doesn't even turn green. KH 11 drops on the API.
Yeah.
So it's hard. That's your standard hard water for sure. Plants are fine. I want a Congo spotted puffer. I'm waiting to see what pH is for Dan's breeder. Your toughest, please.
Well, I mean, Stephen, you have KH of 6 or 7.
I kept it in 7.
Fish are pretty adaptable, but I mean, don't you think they'd probably be okay? I don't think
the Congo River Basin is super soft anyway.
Well, so Dan's water is pretty hard.
Yeah,
it's pretty hard.
Now I don't know who his breeder is. I think it's Mountaintop. Yeah, but like there's nothing's been said out loud. So,
but Dan will have been keeping them in harder water, and they're fine. So I think you would be fine. But if you are unsure, you could email Dan and ask him what he thought. That's what I would recommend. Because
Johnny
it's a lot of money.
It's Mountaintop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know of anyone else who is breeding them in mass like that and is got them going really well.
Yeah. I mean, that's awesome that he bred enough of them to sell. I mean, way to go. That's
get that
what an
$200 price
awesome
tag
hobbyist.
down.
I'm very impressed with that because I don't breed fish. So
he persevered because I mean he had a lot of trials and failures with that just to get them
and feeding the fry was difficult.
Yes.
And
just the sheer amount of paramecia that you have to supply to them constantly.
Wasn't there a guy also in Arizona who breeds them, who was breeding them, but I think he took a break?
Is that Preston?
Yes, Preston John. Yes.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a long time. We were exchanging messages on Instagram, and then he just kind of disappeared. I hope he's doing all right.
Yeah. So I think Mountaintop is kind of the only game in town, but good for him for doing that. That's really quite amazing.
The Stephen P. Aquarium Society monthly meetings. We encourage you not to attend because I won't be there either.
That's true.
I'll do it the Colorado way, Geeks Aquarium Club, where I just send out the notice a few minutes before the meeting.
My club is so good. Like they have, I mean, they're a brand new club, but they plan all their swaps months in advance, and they're doing such a good job. Like, hats off to them. They spent a whole year planning the club before they launched the club. So my only criticism of them is, why do meetings have to be during Wet Your Plants? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to change I don't want to change Wet Your Plants. Like, it works really well for my yoga schedule.
I mean, is the meeting just monthly? If you want to go, it's not a big deal. We cancel one for a month for the.
We'll think about it because they're kind of starting back up for the season. Their swap though is during the clash, so obviously I'm not going to their swap.
Okay.
They did ask me if I want a table. Won't be there.
Can plants and hardscape exposed to TB be sanitized? If so, how?
Yeah, sure. You can. So TB exists as a biofilm and as and in the water column. The biofilms are more of a problem. And peroxide will work just fine if you want to. Peroxide will work.
So because of the fact that it lives on surfaces versus primarily in the water column, does that kind of mean that if you run even the most powerful UV filter through your water, that it really just doesn't do a whole lot?
Yeah, but virulence of it is part of concentration so there's something called quorum sensing, and that's where concentration of something gets so high that it becomes virulent. And from what I understand, at least if it's true of other mycobacteriums, they become virulent as a response to quorum sensing. So that's why water changes really help. Bringing the copy number of that down.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing to do. I think it's probably a good thing to do, but it does exist in biofilms, which a UV sterilizer won't help. But to Nathan's point, a peroxide dip will kill it. Bleaching things will kill it. Oh, Jenna just sent out the email that I think we're both judging the aquascaping. Let's find out. Dun, dun, dun.
Nice.
But yes, Nathan, you can bleach it.
Dee Dee's got to go. Time for homework. Have fun doing homework, Dee Dee.
Jake and I are both judging the aquascaping, so you may address our bribes accordingly.
There you go.
We can be bought.
Yet Fuzzy is asking tuberculosis. Yeah, it like mycobacteria infection that commonly referred to as fish TB. I don't know if that's proper. I don't know what the distinctions are.
Also, TB, like the tuberculosis that infects humans, is a type of mycobacterium. And then fish mycobacterium, it gets called fish TB. They are related. And the fish TB can infect immunocompromised humans if you're unlucky. Which is why if you have big wounds on your hands, you should cover your hands to do water changes. if you're an immunocompromised person, maybe that's something to talk to your doctor about. I can't tell you if it's bad or not, but it does happen that humans can get mycobacterial infection. Like if you have really bad eczema, maybe you would be more prone to it. So, all right. Oh, this is exciting. In case anyone is still trying to get there, Foxanne is giving away 2 VIP class tickets on this week's Hot Mess Express. Hey, awesome. Stephen, let's give away a ticket right now.
You got a ticket to give away?
You know, I'll buy one, whatever.
Okay. Can we do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Can't we?
Jenna, can we do that?
Yeah, Jenna, are we allowed to do that?
I don't know the rules.
I don't either, but Jenna will tell us. But like, I haven't done a giveaway in a while.
How about if you were morally compromised? People like to know.
Morally compromised.
Jenna says, okay. All right.
All right. Let's give away 1 ticket to the Clash, a VIP ticket.
Okay.
That's
what
like
are we hashtagging?
Bucks, right?
Now, if you win this ticket,
you have to
better see your ass here at the Clash.
So I guess if you already have a ticket, don't enter. If you have no plans of going, don't enter. But if you want to go and you have not bought your ticket yet, go ahead and enter.
And
what should we make the hashtag?
Come with 3 drink vouchers.
They do. And I'll probably give away my drink vouchers because I don't care. I don't drink. Jake doesn't.
What if you're unsure about your ticket status? Oh, if you're not sure that you're registered, Johnny, I would say that's a good reason to register. Nathan, can we play for someone as long as you know that someone is in need of a ticket and we'll use it? Oh, never mind. Jenna says, Johnny, you have a ticket. Okay.
Oh, well, there you go. As for Nathan, I guess as long as like you're sure that they need a ticket and will use a ticket, I guess. I don't know. Dee Dee, what do you think? Like Dee Dee's usually the arbiter of all rules.
Dee Dee, write some rules for us.
Write some rules
while we think of the hashtag, which is the real thinker work. You know, we're doing most of the work here by thinking of a hashtag. I'm going to use my creative mind to say hashtag clash.
There you go.
It's really creative and original. Let's go.
Ted says, Kelley, we can have Scotty fill in once a month. He can tell Stephen how he went about buying shoes at Target without CO2.
Without CO2. That's impressive.
There you go, guys. It'll be wet your shoes with Scotty and Stephen.
Wow, wet shoes are the worst. It leads to wet socks.
Oh, God, I hate the feeling of wet socks. Zenny says, did we see your recent link? And can you mention it for listeners? I don't know. Like, we're not doing a great job, Zenny. What did you post for a link? I'm scrolling back.
And I have it up here. It's the Hot Mess Express ticket.
Oh, okay. Then we did see that. Boy,
so y'all could play for people, but keep the drink tickets to yourself.
Yeah, I give whatever.
I mean, 3 drink vouchers. As soon as I get to a bar, I can get through that and still not even feel it.
If I had 3 drinks, Stephen, you'd have to carry me out of there. And you might have to carry Jake out too.
Good time to do that.
Our alcohol.
Do that right as you are judging the aquascaping. Get a different perspective.
I think I would get meaner while drunk. I mean,
I get much nicer.
I'm a nice drunk, but have I ever? I don't think I ever graded while drunk. I don't really drink ever, so I don't think I've ever graded while drunk. I have taught while drunk once, and when I was in grad school, it went fine.
It went fine.
It went fine.
No one got mad.
It was a bunch of undergrads. They didn't care. Zenny says she's a cheap date. My eyes are always bigger than my liver. Yeah. In my tank says when I get drunk, I like to walk on my hands. I'm impressed. I have been working on doing a handstand for years, and I cannot do it. I can do a forearm stand. I can do headstands.
I can do one in the pool.
Scorpion pose. Yeah, I can do it in the pool too, but I cannot do a handstand.
Oh, and there's going to be a VIP Clash ticket giveaway tomorrow evening on Vibes channel. You're streaming on Tuesday, Vibes? Someone got a ticket and can't go, just letting y'all know.
Oh, wow.
That better not be you, Vibes.
Yeah, Vibes, you better get your butt to the Clash.
Note to self, take Zen to the bar.
God, I just want to take Zenny anywhere. I just want to see her beautiful Zenny face.
If y'all want her on a live stream, that's the first step.
I want to hug her for an embarrassingly long amount of time. Just like to the point where it's kind of inappropriate. Like it was okay, but it's just a few seconds too long. That's what I want. So we all feel a little awkward.
I can't find that line without it being extremely inappropriate.
I'm fine being extremely inappropriate with Zenny. She's just going to have to deal with it.
And her husband just sit there and watch it happen.
She's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Can we enter and give it away? You can enter for someone you know who needs it, but
you can't enter to
Kelley's
give it away.
Buying this out of pocket.
Live stream. Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
It needs to have a destination to be used.
That's right. You can't just be like, well, I want to make my live stream awesomer, so maybe I'll play for it. No, that's not how it goes. Has anyone entered?
Yeah, we got 11 entries. I mean, it's going to be a low amount of entries because the rules are the rules.
The rules are the rules. Maybe we'll do a giveaway later some other time. That's
he's going. Vibe.
Oh, good.
Plane ticket thanks to this community. Yeah, that's right.
We love Vibes. That's why. And I'm so excited to see you too, Michael. I love seeing you every year.
You'll be meeting a lot of people, I think, for the first time. Like, I don't think you've
Jody P. Oh my God. I'm so excited to see Jody P. But why is Bougie B not going to be there? Oh,
yeah.
I get it. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
Have you met Kenny and Danny?
No. Oh, that's exciting.
So they'll be there.
Because of the wedding. Yeah. It's quite the haul for them.
Oh, yeah.
So exciting.
All right. Still 11 entries. So I think we'll go ahead and get this spinning. And it's not very many entries, so we'll do Wheel of You Lose.
Why not?
What are the rules again? The rules is you need to absolutely be planning to use this ticket, or if you're playing for someone, know for sure 100% that they are going to use
100%. Don't burden someone with a ticket when they can't go.
So it's a hashtag. The hashtag is for a Clash ticket that you must be using.
Yes.
So Mel, if you enter, are we going to see you there? Okay. Okay. All right.
So
I'm going to go.
Actually needs a ticket. So
12 entries. Spinning. So
it's a plane ticket attached. No, Craig.
Sorry, Keith.
Keith, I thought you'd already have a ticket by now.
Nope, now he can't go.
There you go.
Damn.
Jody P. Tropical Fish Co.
Jody, don't you have a ticket? Or are you playing for someone else?
I think a lot of people are playing for Chris.
Oh.
Because he hasn't either he hasn't registered or Karen hasn't registered or both of them.
I'd be pretty cool if they won. That would be awesome.
Beto GR8 Lakes.
Beto GR8 Lakes. GR8.
In Matonks.
What the?
What the hell?
What the?
In my tongues.
I've never heard the wheels say it. Why could it's so simple? Okay.
Well,
The other night, any fish will do entered, and it said any fish will do, and that was entertaining too.
Gills to Gardens.
Okay, tomorrow's live stream for Vibes is a special live stream.
Oh.
Sorry, Nathan.
Chris says, OMG, I would have a heart attack if Craig came to the clash. And that would be exciting.
Man. I know, Nick, the disrespect.
So
in my tonks.
In my tonks.
Big Steve's glass boxes.
Big Steve can't be playing for himself. We know Steve's going to be there. He's got to be there.
Love to trip on fish, aka R.
Alas.
Ryan.
Boy, your name doesn't even fit on the wheel.
Final 3, Chris, Lori, and Drew. Here we go.
All right, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Monster Fish Gal.
Lori.
Nitol Aquatics.
Sorry, Night Owl. Well, look at that. Chris won anyway.
Yay! How do I go about buying your ticket? I don't know, Chris. You'll just email me and I'll just buy you a ticket, or maybe I'll PayPal you the money. So I guess just email me your PayPal and I'll PayPal you the money. How about that?
That might be the best way to do it.
I have to look up how much a ticket is with tax and everything. I can't remember.
Yeah, so Dave's asking what happened to Myrtle. Yeah, he passed away at a very young age, very prematurely.
20
unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we miss him. We miss him a lot.
Yeah, we do. He needs the VIP treatment.
Well, and you're gonna get it, Chris. You're gonna get it. Yeah. My email is kelly.foreman@gmail.com. So send me an email. Also in the chat, I guess you can spam my email if you want, whatever.
Yep.
My email is 99% spam already.
Yeah, I have a 20-year-old email address and it's too far gone.
Yeah, mine is too. I mean, because like obviously if your name is your Gmail address, you are obviously an early adopter. Yeah. I got in when it was invite only. So that's why I got my name.
I couldn't get Stephen.Phillips and I still want to meet the asshole who took it. But
yeah, I mean, your name is somewhat common. So my name is less common. My sister missed out on Heather Foreman. She used to be Heather M. Foreman.
Yeah, I could use my full first, middle, last as an email address. I just didn't want to.
Jake got to pick his. He's J.I. Miles. He got to pick his.
Cool.
So,
Fishfamers, you must come to the first 10 minutes of my 2 talks. Then you can leave if you want. Trust me in this, says Dr. Ted.
I mean, we're going to go to your whole goddamn talk, Ted. We're going to go no matter how miserable it's going to be. We're just going to go.
We're going to stick it out. I mean, some of us might fall asleep.
Some of us might. Some of us might be angry the whole time. I don't know how we'll react, but we're going to be there. Jake's going to be there too, whether he wants to or not. I mean, will he play his little video game the whole time? Maybe. Who can say?
What's his little video game of choice?
I don't know. It's like, I just call it like it's his second job. He derives no joy from it. It's like mining and mole people. It's not fun at all. He doesn't like it, but Jake loves to grind it a routine. He loves it.
Zachary, who is 11 years old, had me install a game on his VR headset called Job Simulator. And
God, that sounds awful.
It is what you would expect it to be. You can work retail. You can work in an office.
If Zachary wants to simulate corporate America, he can come to my Teams meetings. I don't care.
He can take notes for you.
Be like, today's clinical evaluation review will be performed by Zachary Phillips, age 9.
He's very quiet and timid, so he'll be a man of few words.
I mean, sure. That's the best way to be in a meeting. The less you say, the sooner it ends. Ted says, I thought Jake plays donkey foreman. I don't even know what that means, Ted. I don't even know what that means.
Can use our imagination.
I guess. Does he throw barrels at me? God, I hope not. Sounds very unpleasant.
Well, if there are no more plant questions, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. I too am hungry. Well, everyone, this has been real. We've enjoyed having you. Thank you.
See y'all in the streams. Yeah, thanks for coming. See you Friday night for the last mixed streamy before the clash.
Will we have another? Will we do this stream before the clash?
No reason not to. I'm leaving on Wednesday.
I'm leaving on Wednesday night. It just depends on my corporate job.
Yeah, if you're swamped, then we can skip it.
I could be swamped.
Okay.
Yeah, that could be. So.
All right. See you when we see you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.